The Speed King, right, so thought I'd make a video. I'll put a thing on the screen now to skip the rambling basically, because I'll split the video into two halves. The first half will be talking about the pedal, second half will be playing it. In case, you know, because my videos usually I like to just cut straight to the point really, because a lot of the times people say they don't like videos that are rambly. I do. I like hearing people talk about this shit, but in case you don't, there's a bit to skip to. Anyway, the pedal. So I bought this yesterday. It came in it got posted today. I've had a bit of a go on it, and it's great. I really like it. I had an old one, which is in bits now, because it was just shagged when I bought it, and it's even more buggered now. I bought it on the marketplace, the Facebook marketplace, so that kind of gives you an idea of the quality you're going to be dealing with in the first place. So this, when I got it, was brilliant, and it played really well. It was squeaky and it was a bit rickety like old Speed Kings always are, but it was great until it fell apart. So I'd stopped playing one for a few months and I went on to this Tama Iron Cobra I had, which is also a great pedal, especially for the value. I think the one I had was the 600, which my mate's borrowing now, and that was like 120 quid. I don't know how many dollars that is. It's around that area. I mean, with inflation these days, I don't fucking know, but it's around that area for everyone. You know, that's worked for 4 years, 5 years, not been looked after, and it still works perfectly fine, so I'd recommend them. But yeah, what can I say? It went broke. I thought about getting, because that was around the time when they made the reissue one during the pandemic, and I couldn't afford one then, but I can now. And yeah, it's great. It's a lot less rickety. Like I said, it's like got a bit of something going on there, but I mean, like, what are you gonna do? You know, it's the personality of the pedal, we'll say. It's got a bit of noise still. It doesn't squeak, but the bearings or whatever it is make a bit of noise. I think you can hear them on the camera. You can definitely hear them on a microphone if you had one like on the batter head of the bass drum. I think it would pick it up. But like, there's like there's a bit of noise in there, and you know, it's still a little bit rickety compared to like a more solid pedal. But that might be because it splits in two halves, doesn't it? So, you know, it's not going to be as it's not going to be so solid anyway. It's like a convertible in it. It's not going to be as solid as a hard top roof. But yeah, I've not set it up properly yet, so it's already not going to be really to exactly my taste of how I'd like the pedal to handle. And I'm not used to playing them, because Terry from Bonzolian mentioned in his video that you kind of have to get used to playing these things, and he's right, because you do. It was like that with the old one, it's like that with the current one, because they're very similar. I mean, like, from what I remember, they both feel pretty much the same. There's a few differences. Maybe that came from when they were sorting out the squeaking, which they said they did, although apparently it still squeaks. But it's not enough for it to not really feel like a Speed King. I've seen some people have said that it doesn't feel the same. I don't agree. Maybe you'll be able to feel it if you've got a more, you know, sensitive foot than I do. But I've just got some fucking boots on, so I can't really tell anyway. But it feels fine. It feels great, even though I'm not used to playing it. You know, it's a very nervous pedal. It's probably the best way to describe it, to be honest with you. It's very sensitive. I might almost tighten the screws a bit to get it less sensitive, but that might be just in the nature of the pedal, because that one was set up to how I like it and was still a bit nervous. But you know, all the grease is new, obviously, because it's a new pedal. All the parts aren't going to fall off, hopefully. And you know, what can you say? It's a really good quality pedal. It's built really well. I was kind of happy when I got it out of the box. It looked, you know, solid. You know, when I put it together, and it looked like all the parts were well made, and it's still got all the chrome on it, which obviously this one doesn't, because whoever owned it last was really ragging it, because it's got, you know, I mean, like a lot of old pedals, it's covered in rust. There's more there I didn't even notice before. The grease was okay in it though. I think you might have redone it. Anyway, so yeah, but it's just overall a lot slicker. It comes with a drum key as well, which was nice, because you can always do more of them. And I took the Velcro off because it is annoying, like everyone says. I didn't think it would be, but it is. Especially if you've got a rug, and if you've got a dirty rug which is covered in fucking shavings from sticks and all the fucking shit you might have hanging around, because it just gets stuck straight to it, and they're going to end up being gammy after 3 weeks. They were already getting gumped up with stick shavings, and I only had them on for about 15 minutes. But yeah, and it still has, you know, all the things you'd expect, and it still has it still collapses, like I say, it's in 2 parts, and I'll give it a play. I'll put the camera down here so you can see it. I'm not going to mic up well, they are mic'd up, but I'm not going to plug them in, because I can't be arsed, to be honest with you. And it's not really about the drum sound, it's about the pedal. If you're even going to get anything from watching me play, it's not like you can understand, but you got to do it, don't you? So, yeah, I'll give it a play. I can't compare it to the old one because this part broke on the old one. I think it was made out of cheap brass, which is worse than normal brass for these things, and it just kind of fell apart. It was falling apart anyway, you know, it was on its deathbed, but whatever. So I'll put the camera over here. If you got any other things you want to know about it, ask. You know, I've got one now, so I can, you know, scrutinise it if you have any really specific questions. But it's great. I really like it. I'd recommend it. Maybe recommend getting it on sale, because if you don't get it on sale, they're getting them for like 200 quid, and I think you can get an old one for that, a good old one. And at that point, you might as well. But yeah, I'll give it a play, and you can see what you think. I hope you don't mind the rambliness of the start of this. I might do more, and then sort of like basically say to begin with that they're going to be like that, because I also like doing the videos where it's just straight to the point, because I don't know, it just makes the video short and a bit more to the point, right? You know, does what it says in the tin. So yeah, hope you enjoy.